Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining. I'm really excited to see you all. How many of you are excited? Just mention in the chat box. Great. Thank you all so much once again for joining, and people are joining one by one. So we'll start. So I'll introduce myself. I'll just first share the screen. Hope you're able to see the screen. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So I'll just give a quick introduction about myself. I'm the founder of Art Academy. Art stands for A stands for appreciation, R stands for rehabilitation, and T stands for transformation. So we are here to help the children and youth in improving their skills. That's it. So no other job. So this is the job that we do primarily. So this is all about me. I'm a soft skill trainer, and I've traveled to 5 different countries. So I'm here to help one and all in speaking publicly. So how to speak in front of public? So that is the most important thing. More than 85 people, more than 85% people are having this fear of public speaking. So how do we overcome that? So we are going to be looking into it. I'm going to be sharing what is public speaking and why this is important, and how to overcome the fear of public speaking, and how are we going to influence the audience. So these are the things that I'm going to cover in the next 15 minutes. And after that, we'll have Q&A, question and answer session, or you can put your questions in the chat box. Okay, fine. So I'll go to the next slide. So this one, I'm going to be asking this. The first question is for you. How many of you think that I can't speak fluent English, hence I can't communicate well in front of people? How many are there right now? You can mention in the chat box. So let me check. I think most of you are fluent in English, I believe. Okay, the next question is, I can speak English fluently, but I can't communicate well in front of people. How many of you are there? You can say me in the chat box. Just type me in the chat box. Yeah, Kaushik said yes, it's me. Yeah. Any other person? Surya said me. Yes. Yeah, I can speak English fluently, but I can't communicate well in front of people. So these two categories need more attention. Okay, so we'll go to the third category. So I can't speak English fluently, but I can communicate well in front of people. So there are few people, I believe. When I have a friend who is 50 years old, he can't speak English fluently, but he traveled more than 20 countries because he has so much of confidence. Okay, he has too much confidence in himself, and he is a great communicator, but he can't speak English fluently. Okay, so what we have is the fear of speaking in front of people. It's all about people think that, okay, I can't speak English fluently. I'm speaking broken English, so I can't communicate well in front of people. I can't express very well in front of public. So many people are thinking like that, but it's not. Even if you speak broken English, you can express very well and you can communicate very well in front of people. The fourth question is, I can speak English fluently and I can communicate well in front of people. So for them, this session is not for you. Okay, so first 3 categories you're going to be focusing on. Yeah, the fourth category, in India level, if you see, only 5% of people speak like this. So they speak fluent English and they can communicate well in front of people. But first 3, it's quite hard, and I'm also one among them. I hope you're also one among yourselves. So we're going to be focusing on these 3 categories. So let's move on. So remember this. This is most important, most significant. English fluency is not equal to public speaking. Remember this. Public speaking or communication skill, whatever it is, both go hand in hand, public speaking and communication skill. So both go hand in hand. English fluency has nothing to do with public speaking. Okay, even if you speak broken English, doesn't matter. Okay, you can do well in front of people. Only thing is, you need to be articulative enough. You need to express yourself properly. that I'm going to be teaching you or that I'm going to be sharing with you. Okay, so remember this: English fluency. You can say to yourself again and again, English fluency is not equal to public speaking. Okay, how many of you agree with this? How many of you agree with this? English fluency is not equal to public speaking. Yes, put it in the chat box. How many of you are with me? Yes, Nitu ma'am agree. Yeah, she agrees. Anyone else? Kaushik, yes. As I already mentioned in the group, it's going to be an interactive session, so you can chat, you can be active. So I hope everybody resonates with me. English fluency is not equal to public speaking. So remember this. You always have to remember this. Next, we'll see the definition of public speaking. It's an oral presentation. It's not texting or writing or conveying message through your mobile, nothing like that. It's an oral presentation through words, through your speech. Okay, so an oral presentation or speech delivered to a live audience. So this is called public speaking. You need to literally go in front of people and talk. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, next, what do you think about this picture? What do you think? There's an elephant tied up somewhere. So you can say a chained elephant. What do you think about this picture? Please mention in the chat box. What is this actually? What it resembles? What it indicates? Pink elephant, okay. The elephant is not aware of his strength. Great, Vibish. More power to you, yes. Great, great. So this is what it is, friends. So see, everybody has got talent. Everybody has got skills to speak in front of people effectively, but we do not know about our strength. Okay, so right from baby elephant to matured elephant, so what it thinks is, okay, I'm not having strength, I'm not having potential, I'm not having skill, I can't unchain this, I don't have strength, right? This is how we are. We think that, oh, if I go and speak in front of public, they will laugh at me, they will tease me, they'll put me down, some friends will not talk to me after that. Oh man, no, it doesn't matter. We are all chained elephant, we are all elephant ropes. So we have this, everything is in here. Okay, everything is in your mindset. Okay, everybody has got potential to talk in front of people effectively and efficiently, but we don't aware about it. The only thing is, never ever be like this, and you have to say to yourself, I'll be an unchained elephant. You can type in the chat box, I will be an unchained elephant hereafter. I am an unchained elephant. You can type in the chat box, I am an unchained elephant. I am an unchained elephant. Please type. You need to say to yourself again and again. You need to say to yourself that I'm not a chained elephant, or I am an unchained elephant. I can go freely. I can talk to anyone. Yes, Nitu ma'am. I'm an unchained elephant. Great, I'm free, yes. Yes, Asma, I'm an unchained elephant. Remember this, you're not chained elephant. You're not chained elephant. You need to remember this again and again. Whenever you are going to speak in front of public, you need to say to yourself that I am an unchained elephant, I can do well, right? So you need to say to yourself, you need to prepare your mind. Otherwise, it's very difficult for you to speak in front of public. Okay, so this is what it is. You need to remember, you need to picturize yourself. I'm an unchained elephant. Okay, yes. So some of you have written in the chat box. Thank you so much. Next, this is what? Fear of public speaking. Everybody had this phobia, glossophobia, which is fear of public speaking. No fear of having fear, to speak in front of people. So this is what it's a disorder, but it can be cured. Okay, don't think that it can't be cured. It can be cured through your practice. That is, so glossophobia means you go on stage and you'll have butterflies in your stomach. That's it. You can't speak well. So don't ever think like that. So we all have this glossophobia, but we can overcome it. So you need to remember this. It's not a talent you need to necessarily be born with. We are not born with this fear. Yes. Although we are born with, but we can overcome it. It's a skill that can be acquired with practice. It's a skill, friends. It's a skill. That's why we need to implement it. We need to apply it. We need to practically do it. Okay. So public speaking is all about that. You need to go out, stand in front of people, and talk whatever it comes to your mind. Otherwise, it's very difficult for you. So we can easily overcome this fear, glossophobia. Can easily overcome. So we can, practice this in our community. I'm going to be forming this community, so we can, grow together. We can learn together and grow together. The next one. Fill this with a positive tone. If you want to be an effective public speaker, you must dash. Fill this. Put it in the chat box. What it is. If you want to be an effective public speaker, you must. What do you do? You must quickly practice. Great, Asma. You must practice. Okay. Any other things? So many things you can mention. Fearless. You must be fearless. Okay, great, Raja. Anyone else? Please, all of you, be active in the chat box. If you want to be an effective public speaker, you must dash. You must be fearless. You must be self-aware and confident. Good. I'm expecting a upgradation yourself. You need to upgrade yourself. Okay, you must upgrade yourself. Way of approach, good confidence. Okay, confident. You must be confident. If you want to be an effective public speaker, you must be. Come to front of them. Okay, you need to talk in front of people. Okay. Anyone else? You must be fearless. Great. Fearless. Okay. Friends, I'm expecting a particular answer. Okay, I'm waiting for that answer. Anyone else? Fast. You're running out of time. Fill this with a positive term, not negative term. Okay. Tricky mind. Okay. Update time to time and consistency practice to walk. Great, madam. Madam. Okay. Great. If you want to be an effective public speaker, you must open your mouth first. Open your mouth, friends. So I've been telling this in my community as well. Open your mouth first and talk something. Say good morning or good afternoon. Talk something. I need to hear your voice. Talk something. If you want to be an effective public speaker, you must open your mouth. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Open your mouth and talk something. Okay. Thank you, all of your answers. Next, this is the structure of speech. We always speak in sentences. Okay. So how do we speak in sentences? That is also, we need to. There is a way of speaking in sentences. We always speak in the same flow or same. Some people call it monotonic. Okay. So we always speak in sentences. Under the sentences, we have words. Under that, we have syllables. Under that, we have letters. Okay. So sentences are the most important when we speak. So how do we speak in sentences? So we are all speaking in sentences, but how do we speak in a proper way or in an expressive way? So we're going to do this. So I request Narendranath sir to read this. So can you unmute and read this first paragraph? Sorry, I'm sorry to pull your leg. Can you do that, sir?
John was very hungry and had no money. He went to a hotel and begged for food, but no one offered him any. That's when he decided to steal.
Yeah, so this is what, see, we have a couple of sentences here. So thank you, Narendra sir. We have a couple of sentences. We have 1, 2, 3 sentences out there. Okay, so 3 sentences, it's a paragraph. So how are we going to read this, or when we speak in front of public, how are we going to express ourselves? John was very hungry. Very hungry, you need to slowly do it and you need to stressfully say it. Okay, very hungry is important term in this sentence. Each sentence, there is an important term, there is an important word that you need to stress a little bit. Okay, yes, exactly, voice modulation. You need to say when to speak with high pitch and lower pitch. Okay, so you have to say it in a lower pitch when the sentence ends. Okay, so when it's nearing to the full stop, you need to lower down. You need to say it in a low pitch. So John was very hungry and had no money. And had no money. He went to a hotel and begged for food. Begged. You need to say slowly because that's really important in this sentence. Okay, begged for food, but no one offered him any. No one offered him any. That's when you can, say it a little bit, in an expressive way. Like that's when, he decided to steal. Okay, John was very hungry and had no money. So if you speak in front of public, they love it. Okay, they love how you say. They listen attentively. Okay, they'll be a keen listener of your speech. John was very hungry and had no money. He went to a hotel and begged for food, but no one offered him any. That's when he decided to steal. How can we find out which is the important word? Exactly. Yeah, you can, see, hungry is an important term. So that's your, that's your way of, picturizing it. So hungry, you can say, hungry. It's an important term in this sentence. If you look at like John is an important term, it's not John. We're not going to be focusing on a person, but the how he feels or how he experiences. Okay, so that is an important thing. He went to a hotel. Hotel is a normal thing, and begged is important thing. So you can very well see it in each sentence. So which is the important term. So in the second sentence you can see, I politely asked my friend not to disturb me, but he became angry and shouted at me. So angry is an important term. It's not important. So that is that is something we need to express. So angry is something emotional thing. So we need to express that. Okay, so you can say, like, I politely asked my friend not to disturb me, but he became angry. So angry, it's not like he became angry, it's like he became angry and shouted at me. Shouted also is something emotional term, and you need to express it. So again, another thing is, can you read it, sir? The quote, which is by Martin Luther King.
If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So I hope you can all see me, see my video. Yeah, see, you can see how I express. You can't fly. You can't fly. You can't fly. If you can't fly, then run. Then run. If you say it in public, they'll be really, interestingly watching you or listening to you. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. Then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. You have to keep moving forward. Even if you're slow, it doesn't matter, because it's very important. There's something, you're going to motivate the audience. So you need to be expressive. Okay? Yeah. So if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you need to keep moving forward. Okay, you need to be a lot more expressive, but don't over expressive or don't be overconfident. But this is the way we can speak, and we can easily attract the audience. The next thing is, this is the quality of a great speaker. These are the qualities. The first one is listening. Listening is the most important thing. When somebody talks, or when somebody interrupts you and asks you a question, you need to listen. By listening, you can learn a lot. So by listening, we can learn more than talking or speaking. Okay, listening is very important. That too, active listening is very important. When you listen very actively, it's very we can learn a lot. We can grasp a lot. We can understand the person. We can connect easily with the person. Okay, then vocabularies. You need to know a lot more vocabularies to express yourself. And then the most important thing is nonverbal communication. When the communication comes, nonverbal communication is very effective. 55% is effective when you are on the stage. Look at me now. So you can look at my video. You can look at me. So if I talk like this, hi guys, welcome to this workshop. If I say like this, you will not be listening my words. You will listen, or you will watch me doing this, scratching my head. right? So body language, your non-verbal communication is very, very significant, very important. Okay. Phonetics and pronunciation. So this is also quite important. So you need to develop the phonetics, because we have this, we speak Tamil, Kannada, Telugu, the same accent will influence our pronunciation. Okay, so we need to, you can use, or you can get the support from Cambridge Dictionary or Oxford Dictionary. You can see the pronunciation and you can improvise it. And then great speaker always speak this idioms or paraphrase or metaphors. They will attract you more and more. More politicians use this. Yeah, motivational speakers use this, and they also use these quotes. Yeah, quotes to motivate you immediately. Yeah, so I can start with this. They laugh at me because I'm different. I laugh at them because they're all the same. Just said by Kurt Cobain. I can start a speech with a quote or end the speech with a quote, right? You can either start with a quote or end with a quote. Either way, people will, you will get a standing ovation. People will applaud you. People will appreciate you. Saying this. Some successful people will be, would have said something. You can repeat that. You can start with a quote either, or you can end with a quote. Okay. I hope this is the great speaker qualities. So everything we must have. So you have to keep in mind. You can note this down or take a screenshot. So this is the benefit of public speaking skill. If you acquire this skill, what are the benefits? It boosts your confidence. It will make you to speak anywhere, any function, impromptu speech. You can speak without preparation because you have developed this skill, right? It boosts your confidence, personal satisfaction. If people appreciates you, if people applauds you or applaud you, then you will get personal satisfaction. Then personal development. You will obviously develop yourself, because I started this like 3 years ago. I did public speaking course in British Council in New Delhi. So the same syllabus I'm following. Okay. So my, I personally developed a lot in terms of public speaking. Okay. Then new social connection. I can connect with you easily. If I have this skill, right? I can connect with you easily. Then develop leadership skill. This is also very, each and every company expects this. So if you are good in public speaking, you will naturally get this skill, leadership skill. You can, flourish anywhere, you can prosper anywhere. Okay. So this is the benefit of public speaking skill. Okay. Everybody has to develop this. So we can learn together. Don't worry. Okay. We can learn together. Next, develop your confidence. So type in the chat box, your tone is your identity. Your tone is your identity. You have to love your voice. People, teased me. People made fun of my voice 5 years ago, right? They used to make fun of my voice. You should love your voice. So type in the chat box, I love my voice. I love my voice. You have to love your voice. Okay? You must, because if you don't love your voice, who will? Right? Yeah. Thank you, Suratkari, sister. I love my voice. Yes, you need to say it again and again. I love my voice. I can do wonders in front of public. I can do wonders in front of anyone. I love my voice. I love my voice. You need to love your voice. You need to know where to speak, with high pitch or low pitch, right? You need to love your voice. Then comes body language. I've already explained to you that the nonverbal communication. So if you have to improve this body language, we can improve together. Okay, don't worry about that. And seek validation and help. So I'm going to be starting the community of public speaking. Public speaking. So we can seek validation together. So whether it's right or wrong, or do I need to improve on this, or which area do I need to improve? We can seek validation and we can get help from each other. Okay, good. Next, how are we going to influence the audience? Increase audience focus and expectations. Now, you can all see me. You can all see me now. So I'm going to be telling a story. This is my story. I was invited to conduct a session on communication skill to engineering students. I was invited. I went on that day, and I had to meet the principal of that college. I entered into his room, and he looked at me from head to toe. He looked at me from head to toe, and he said something different that really shocked me. He said something that really shocked me. Do you want to know what he said? Do you really want to know what he said? Put it in the chat box. Do you really want to know what he said? Yes, this is what it is. You have to increase audience focus like this. Okay, you need to end with something surprising. An audience should be curious. They should be curious. Okay, what he said, like that, right? So you need to create that kind of situation. You need to prepare like that. Okay, so you need to increase the audience focus so that they will not deviate. Okay, they will listen to you at any cost. Okay, they listen to you. You have to increase their focus, their expectations. There is some psychological terms like not psychological terms, that hormones, right? Dopamine, serotonin. I'm not going to go in detail. We'll discuss later. So you need to increase the audience focus, right? By telling something and pausing and you have to make them curious. Okay, so they really want to know what is next. So they have to expect from us. Okay, so we need to create like that. Storytelling is the most powerful thing in public speaking. So whenever you are going and talking in front of people, try to go with 2 or 3 stories. That's it. It'll do wonders. Next, pause when you share an important or emotional stories. Right now, I'm going to be stop sharing this, and you can watch me now. I'm going to be sharing a true story. It's based on a true story. A 10-year-old boy was very, very naughty, was very playful, and wherever he goes, he gets complaints. He gets complaints from his teacher, from his peers, from his relatives. He always gets complaints. So parents are fed up with that. So they were really fed up with him, and they didn't know what to do. He always gets complaints. What happened in the middle of the night? He woke up and vomited with blood. Parents were shocked. They immediately took him to the hospital. The treatment was done, all scanning, testing was done. And after that, the result came. The doctor broke bad news, saying that your child was diagnosed with blood cancer. That's it. His parents were devastated. His mother went to a temple, screamed, why? Why, God? Why my child? Why don't you punish me instead? Why? She screamed, but nothing helped. So they took a paradigm shift. They showed concern, kindness, and sympathy towards their kid. And he started developing white patches on his face, and his health was more and more deteriorated. His friends started making fun of him because of his appearance, white patches on his face and everything. The parents decided to admit him in the pediatric cancer ward. They admitted him. The child health was more and more deteriorated, and there was a function, and he was invited to give a speech, and he went and spoke only 3 sentences. First one is love spread. Spread love, not hatred. Life is very short. Live to the fullest. These are the 3 sentences blew away all the audience sitting around him or in front of him. How was this story, guys? Of course, this is based on a true story, but 75% is real, 25% I just cooked up. Okay? Anyhow, how was this story to you? I paused then and there. I paused a lot for you to think and process, right? Connecting, yes. Yes. You're creating a bond. The audience out there will also resonate with you. resonate with your story, right? You need to say it in an emotional way. And when you're sharing emotional story, you need to pause. You need to make them to think and process and feel and empathize, make them empathize, right? Yes. I hope you like this story. This is an emotional story, of course. Yeah, let me go. This is how, friends, you need to pause whenever. So you don't need to talk continuously. Just pause whenever necessary. Okay. Then no words, filler words like so like that. So you need to avoid. So to avoid, I'm going to be sharing a tip. I'll share with you. I hope you can get this. How to influence the audience, right? So these are the tips to follow. Use you or your name instead of I before you go to speak. Before you go and speak in front of public, you need to say to yourself. You don't say, I'm going to do it better, or I'm going to, so I will speak in a better way, or I will, dialog box appearing on slide. Okay. Sorry, yeah. So use you or your name. So like that, before your speech, start saying, you can do better. You say to yourself, you can do better. Or my name is Mugilan can do better. Mugilan will give a wonderful speech. If you say to yourself like that, you can do well instead of using I to yourself. Okay, why? Because we always listen to others. We always believe in others' words, because we don't believe in ourselves. Most of us are like that. Okay, so if you use you instead of I, if you use your name instead of I, you can do better. Before your interview or before your speech, use you or your name instead of I. So instead of saying I can do better, you say you can do better. You can do it very well. You can get a standing ovation, right? So the next thing is love your own voice. I've already shared with you. You have to love your voice. Okay, ask questions like, am I audible? Or do you have any questions? Am I making myself clear? Or am I making sense? Like, ask questions in between. Don't go on and on and on. Okay, avoid monotonic. I've already told you, don't speak in the same flow. Speak in a high pitch, low pitch, like that. So if you want to ask the audience, how are you all? You can say, how are you all? How are you all? How are you all? When you ask questions, start with a high pitch. What are you doing? When are you going to Chennai? Right? When you're asking questions, start with a high pitch. Okay, so like that. Avoid monotonic. You need to be more and more expressive. Use idioms and quotes that I've already shared with you. Storytelling is the most powerful way of doing wonders, in front of public when you share stories. Okay, I always share stories. Whatever session I take, I always tell stories. Okay, then summarize or highlight important points covered in the speech. If you're giving 10-minute speech, just pick important points that you've shared and just say it in 5 points or 3 points. That's enough. Summarize it so that they will recollect the points that you have said in your speech. And which YouTube channel you need to follow in order to improve your public speaking skill. Toastmaster is the best YouTube channel to improve our skill, public speaking skill. Okay, Toastmasters and TED Talk. You can note it down. So these two things are powerful YouTube channels to improvise our public speaking skill. Okay, I hope you got this. You got this. The tips to follow. Next, the last thing, action plan. So what are we going to do? So we are going to be continuing. So we can, first what you can do is you can record 3-minute video, whatever it is. So what I've done for the entire day, I got up by 4:45 and I got ready for attending 5 AM Magic Club, like that. What all you have done right from morning, you can record yourself you can speak for 3 minutes, right? Whatever, if you want to prepare a speech, or if you want to talk about the environment or COVID impact, whatever it is, or artificial intelligence, select your interested topic or cooking, whatever. So record 3-minute video. Please show up your face. And what you can do is you can analyze yourself. So record 3-minute video, and then what you do is with that 3-minute video, you don't see the visual, you don't see your video, just you listen only audio. Okay, and see how you're doing, how you're speaking, the tone, the pitch, Was everything perfect? You just analyze yourself. And then only video. You need to mute the video and see how you expressed yourself, the facial expression and everything. So you see to it. And then third, what you can do is you can write down the 3 minute, whatever you have spoken, just write down. And you can see the grammatical, small grammatical mistake. I'm not saying that, we're not very good in grammar. So it's little grammatical mistake. Past tense, what I have to use. Present tense, what I have to use. Future tense, what I have to use. You just write it down. Take some time to do this. And you can share a video once in 3 days. Take time. So take 3 days, share one video, that's enough. So in 10 days, you can share 3 videos. So everything you share in the group, public speaking group. Yeah. So we can improvise ourselves. We can improve very quickly if we do like this. Okay. Yes, that's all. I'm done with this presentation. So we can see how we can, speak in a high pitch or lower pitch. How are we going to modify our voices and all that we can see in the upcoming sessions. And thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, you can ask now, or you can ask in the chat box, and I'll try to respond to your questions. Thank you. If you want to share anything, please share. Please don't be hesitant. Thank you so much, everyone, for your lovely ears. Anyone would like to ask anything, or if you want to share any of your opinion or feedback, you are welcome to share. Asma, a very useful session. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Asma. I joined late, so I'm not sure if I missed the point. If you have covered on stage here. Yes, recording. Sile, I'll upload it on YouTube. You can watch it. So you'll get the recording. No issue. Okay, you can share your feedback or any question, anything you can ask. Neetu, madam, wonderful session today, and small, but very important tips you are sharing. Great, sir. Best of luck. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Neetu, madam. Anyone would like to talk? You can raise your hand.
Anyone want to talk in Tamil language also, you can talk.
Yeah.
Don't hesitate to talk in Tamil.
If you'd like to talk, you can raise your hand so that Narendra sir will unmute you.
So I would like to add a point over this session. So, like the session was really useful, but it will go to the next level when you practice it, right? So you keep practicing, and we are having this community public speaking workshop WhatsApp group is there, and this community is going to be active. You can share your everyday learnings, and we will also share some tasks. Mugilan sir will share the task, and only if you take small steps, you can improvise it simply. Okay, don't think that you're too much low or you're too much out of the track like that and all. Just keep practicing simple steps only. As Sar told, record a video, small video, what you do in a day. Simple, right? You don't need to work on grammar and all. Just talk. Then listen to your own video, listen to your audio, and then you can improvise slowly. Okay, so I encourage everyone to be active in the group moving forward, and we'll be planning to conduct more sessions. So be active in the group, guys. Thank you so much for joining today, and all the best for your learning. And can we just drop some fire for Mugilan sir for this wonderful session? He did really amazing job today. Can we drop some fire in the chat for him? Come on, guys.
Thank you, Narendra sir.
Come on, everyone, just drop some fire emoji.
Yeah. Thank you, Jyoti ma'am. Thank you, Surya.